everyone. It's free parking day in Oregon State Parks, so I thought I'd come out here and make one of my favorite lunches because I'm getting hungry. So one of my favorite camping foods to make is a mountain pie. That's what I call them. Other people call them hobo pies, but they're made using this pie iron. So it's just a cast iron device. Sometimes they're square, sometimes they're round. You can decide whichever one you purchase, and all you do is you put your bread in here. It can be any kind of bread, so it just opens up a world of opportunity for when you're going camping. You can bring leftovers along to be heated up on here, but today I'm going to be making one of my favorite pie iron recipes. That's a pizza, and then I'm also going to be making a kind of like a burrito, a cheese burrito with beans, and I'll show you that. All right, let's get into it. Okay, so here are some of the ingredients that you want for the pizza mountain pie. So here I actually have some mozzarella cheese, obviously pizza sauce. I always like the one that you can close. So I also have pepperoni because that's what I like on my pizzas. And then I have some pre-made dough here. All right, so here we have my cast iron pie iron, and I did not bring butter today. So a little pro tip is I heated up the cast iron a little bit in the fire, and so what I do so it doesn't stick is I just put some pepperoni right on the cast iron. Ideally, you have butter to put on, okay? I actually found out the hard way that you do not put vegetable oil or like cooking oil on these. I'll show a clip here of what happens when the pie iron is too hot and you try to use vegetable oil. So I'm using pepperoni today as my butter. So I have some dough here, and I'm just gonna kind of form it around the size of the cast iron. Now that we have both of these in here pretty good, I'm gonna show you how to put the filling in. Just however much sauce you like. I like a decent amount of sauce. I don't have any spoons or silverware because I am a savage, so I just use my fingers. Now I'm gonna use some amazing mozzarella that I have here. Just place it in there. Put however much you want of pepperoni on there. I like the pepperoni. So you're gonna place that in there like that, and then just close it. And then anything on the excess is just gonna burn off. I'm just gonna place it in there for about 2 minutes. You don't wanna have too many flames, so if you have a wood fire going, try not to put it directly in the flames. It can get too hot, and then you'll just have an overly hot cast iron pie iron. If you like yours burnt, then go ahead and put it right in the flames, and that'll make it nice and crispy for you. I'll see you back here in 2 minutes. Okay, so I ended up doing about 4 minutes on each side. I think it's looking pretty good here. Oh yeah. All right, you guys, here it is. Oh yeah. I'm gonna show you how to make a delicious burrito mountain pie. So as I said before, I really hope that you remember butter, because I am only using pepperoni so that there's some form of just basically trying to prevent the dough from sticking, because especially if your pie iron isn't very well seasoned, the dough does tend to stick. So just make sure that there's enough butter to spread on the bottom and definitely on the sides. You want to make sure that whenever you're making your hobo pie or your mountain pie, that it's just warm. You don't want it too hot, because then you're just gonna end up burning your dough or burning your crust. So just warm enough to melt some butter, evenly coat your butter, and remember butter. So you're just gonna place the dough enough to cover your entire pie iron. And honestly guys, if you're looking for kind of an easier method, I would say just go with your favorite bread for this, because the dough definitely tastes better in my opinion. But if you're just looking quick and easy, you know, no fuss, just do your favorite bread. You know, you can do French bread, wheat bread, white bread, whatever you're feeling. Okay, so I have that pretty much in there as much as I want it to be. Now all I'm going to do is add some Colby Jack cheese. This is just sliced from this morning. And then I have from last night, we made burritos. It was like bean burritos. So we have some kidney beans, I have some onions, and I have some tomatoes, like chopped tomatoes. So you're just gonna kind of put that in there. You don't want to overstuff your pies too much. And also, if you have silverware, feel free to use your silverware instead of hands. I am just a savage and I love using my hands for everything. That's what she said. Okay, so here we go. To put it together, we just enter it there, we close it down, and then on the side here, there's a little hook that you just hook in there, and at the end, you hook that. Nice and secure, ready to go on the fire. Alright, so let's check it. We'll just take that off. That's looking nice, golden brown. Oh yeah, that's looking perfect. Alright, I'm gonna call it. Let's dig in. Okay guys, let's see how this looks inside. Ooh yeah, nice and oozing. I usually wait about 5 minutes, so it's been sitting here about 5 minutes. That way I don't burn myself too much. But that is looking great. Bon appetit. Now we are going to make an exquisite Italian-inspired mountain pie recipe. The ingredients are tomato, delicious fresh mozzarella, bacon, cooked bacon, and some basil, and of course a little bit of butter. So you come to your mountain pie maker or your pie iron and you just lightly coat it with butter. It's just enough to melt the butter. Next, you're going to get your favorite bread. I prefer French bread. We're going to place it in the pie iron. So this first one, we're going to put down a little tomato, fresh mozzarella, lots of mozzarella. You got to be careful because sometimes it falls down your mouth. Then I have fresh basil from the garden. And because this is America and not Italy, we will add bacon. Now we're going to come over to the fire, and you want to make sure you try to get some nice coals. You don't want to just stick it right on the flame. So I found some nice coals in here. I will check that in about 2 to 3 minutes. It's been 2 minutes on each side and it's looking perfect.